How's it going, everybody? My name is Alpine Hippie, and today we're going to be doing my anime tier list. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm telling you. Now, if you've been on my channel for a second, it really is no secret that I like me some anime. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I know people really like giving their 2 cents about anime. It's one of the more divisive topics there is, actually. So I'm here to lay my soul bare and tell you exactly which anime I like and in the order that I like them. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop right into my anime tier list. Alrighty, here she blows. The anime I have seen. Now I understand that this is like some rookie numbers right now. I understand I'm not packing a lot of heat into my catalog quite yet here, but I'll get there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and just randomized these all over the place. So we are going to be starting with Baki, Son of Ogre. So this is the second installment in the Baki universe. It's after he's established as a character. It's his story fighting his dad. It's good, but it's still just Baki, so B tier. There's not a lot of story, there's not a lot of stuff that makes sense, but man, are they ripped, I'm telling you. Next, we're going to be doing Nightmare of the Wolf. This is the Witcher anime. They released right after the first season. I'm going to give this one also a B tier. I really liked it. It was a fun little spin-off. Baki! I'm going to give this one B tier too. I feel like these two are on pretty equal ground, actually. I love the first season of Baki. It's great. But the second season has some better story at least, so I'll roll with that. Oh no, the heartbreak. Berserk, the Golden Age arc, gets dumped into a C tier. I'm not gonna give it D, because I love Berserk too goddamn much. But this is just some of the worst animation there is, and they did not flow the story well with this arc. I watched all 3 movies, and they crushed me in more ways than one. Alright, OG Naruto. OG Naruto gets A tier. Super good show. Anyone who's like railing on Naruto, it's just everyone likes to rail on it. It's an older one. It's super popular. It's the most recognized anime, I'd say. But it's good. Has a lot of really cool fight scenes, decent story. A tier. Attack on Titan. This one is where it gets divisive. I'm giving this one an S tier. A lot of people will like die on the hill that this isn't an S tier, and I just don't get it. It's so good. Like, it gets you captivated from day one, and you stay captivated the entire time. Like, no one's watching Attack on Titan and leaving. All right? And it is still good. It's still coming out. It's amazing. S tier. All right, Chainsaw Man. Yo, hate me all you want. This gets S tier. I have loved every second of the 5 episodes of this show so far. And all 5 episodes are S tier for me, so you get S tier for existing for the 5 episodes you do. Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Okay, this one's going to be controversial, but I'm giving this a B tier. It's amazing animation, and it's awesome, and it's Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's MAPPA, but that's all I can really get. Like, I didn't like the story. I just didn't like the story. It's as simple as that. One Punch Man gets A tier. I love One Punch Man. Saitama is one of my favorite characters in all of anime. I've made videos about him. I love One Punch Man. It's a great show. It's about as anime tropey as it gets. Super fun. Great animation. Komi Can't Communicate. This one gives me A tier as well. This is a, like, high school comedy anime about this girl right here. Love her to death. Love Komi. Great show. It's just fun. Like, if you're not going to be weird about just watching a comedy anime that's like a high schooler one, just watch Komi. It's great. One Piece gets B tier. I haven't seen enough of One Piece to give it, like, a really bad rating. Like, honestly, I'd give it C. If I didn't know how good it gets eventually. I just haven't gotten there quite yet, and I just can't give it C tier. So B tier for One Piece. Castlevania. Some people won't call this an anime, but I feel like most people would classify it into one. It's easily an A tier. The only reason I'm not giving it S is because maybe it's not really an official anime. But if this was like totally OG created in Japan with the OG cast of voice actors being Japanese, I think this one would probably be S tier. It's so good. Castlevania is just a must-watch. Go watch it. All right, Cowboy Bebop's going to be my 3rd S tier on the night. Cowboy Bebop. Okay. Screw Cowboy Bebop, okay? It destroyed me. It's so good. Like, that's a compliment. Like, any anime that can make me feel what that show made me feel is absolutely incredible. Like, it's just a 1-season one. It's pretty short. Great mini stories into kind of one overarching plot, and it's super good. All the characters are amazing, and it was just heart-wrenching in some areas. I love it. Okay, Demon Slayer. So I did all 3 separately because, like, it was like season 1, then the movie, then the 3rd arc that was totally different than the first arc. So they're separate. Okay, Demon Slayer season 1 is B tier. Okay, season 1 is B tier. The animation's impeccable. I had a hard time getting into the story at first. but when I came around, incredible. But it almost lost me, so B tier. Okay. Mugen Train. A tier. Mugen Train is awesome. Rengoku is my first or second favorite character in the entire series, only tied with Tengen. I love him, love the fight scenes. I love the main antagonists of this movie, and it's amazing. This is what really, like, super boosted Demon Slayer. And this is also going to be potentially controversial, but I'm giving this S tier. I love Season 3. Season 3, right here. It's so good. It has my favorite fight scene in all of anime, and I just can't really give any hate to it. Like, the beginning, it has like a slow burn with some kind of interesting mystery story stuff into it. Got some good old waifus that we love to death. Just love, love, love Demon Slayer Season 3, the Entertainment District arc. Big recommend on that one. The Disastrous Life of Saiki K is gonna sit on A tier for me. This was my favorite anime for quite some time. And I just love it. It's so funny. It's essentially a show to make fun of classic anime tropes, so maybe watch it like after you've seen a few already, but it's hysterical. Super funny, well-written, good characters. Goblin Slayer is going to be C tier. I maybe would have given this B had I not seen a few more anime after it, but the story is just a little too dull. Like, it's all based around D&D, which is pretty cool and all. There's also, you know, like some heavy R stuff going on in that show, and I don't care for that, so I'm just gonna give this a C tier. But it's cool. There's some cool fight scenes, and I like the idea. Hunter x Hunter, S tier. I'm really ladening the S tier. But Hunter x Hunter is awesome. Like, there's really no negatives about it. The show's great. It's really easy to get into early on. Kurapika, this guy right here, he's like one of my favorite characters of all time. He's also in some stuff I've covered in my top anime fight scene video. Great. The second to last arc in the show is like masterpiece. So good. Naruto Shippuden. It gets B tier. They went way too long and hard with it. It got really silly at the end. Like, it just got to the point where everyone was so overpowered. I mean, like, they're fighting... I mean, spoilers, but it's been out for a minute. Like, they end up pretty much just fighting a couple of renditions of God. Like, each God just gets more and more powerful. It's like, oh, no, I'm the biggest God. And then it's like, no, I'm the biggest God. And then it just goes back down to, like, fisticuffs fighting, which was a cool thing, but, like, I didn't really get it. I don't know. Naruto's great. I love Naruto. Like, this is, like, the first anime I ever watched, but B tier. Way of the House Husband gets like it's just a C tier because it's funny. It's new. There's not enough of it yet. It's really funny and it's really short. It's a comedy anime, but it's not near as funny as Saiki K or Komi, and it has some slow points, so C tier for that. Okay, Death Note, A tier. I would have given Death Note an S tier if they would have stopped at a certain point in the season. And anyone who's seen Death Note knows what I'm talking about. Anyone who hasn't seen it, go watch it. It's about the easiest entry-level anime I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, if you want to get someone into anime and ease them into it slowly, show them Death Note. It's awesome. It's one season, it's really short, and the storyline's incredible. Okay, Jujutsu Kaisen, just season 1. It's A tier for me. I love it. Love Jujutsu Kaisen. Love the characters. It just, man, that show is just fan service in a season. Like, it's just everything you want in anime. The only reason it's not S tier is just because the storyline's really nothing to holler home about. It's pretty just like the best of shonen, kinda, and that's not gonna get me an S tier, you know what I'm saying? Spy Family is B tier. I love Spy Family. It's super cute. The characters are great. Like, I have a hardcore crush on Yor, the girl in it. It's fun. It's a really specific comedy, and it's very entertaining. Good. There's some fun fight scenes here and there, even. Ghost Stories. Okay, my girlfriend at the time showed me this one, and she showed me it purely because I guess the English dub for it is, like, terrible, but in the best way. Like, they knew it was terrible, and they knew how low budget it was, so, like, there's even parts where they just, like, slip in, like, Catholic propaganda as a joke. It's great. It's so goddamn funny. JoJo! JoJo, A tier. I want to give this S tier so bad, but I can't. I know that JoJo can't really hang with a few of the ones up there, but I love JoJo. This is arguably the one I'm like most like passionate about. Like, here, I don't own a PS4. I just got this because it was a collector's edition, and they just came out with a new JoJo game. I don't even know what it's called. The JoJo's like War Arena or something like that. And this one's gonna start getting, they're not gonna be making this anymore. They're gonna stop making this, and so it's gonna be collectible, and I want this version. It's really cool. Yeah, also like Killer Queen, that's also from JoJo. Yeah, I love JoJo. All right, last and least, we have Mars of Destruction. This one's also gonna be D tier. This one's like purely a joke. Like, this is like I want to say this is this is listed as the 7th lowest anime of all time on the anime ratings website, which we'll get into another time. This one, it was like, it's fun bad. Like, this one's really fun to make fun of for sure. The storyline's laughable, the characters make no sense, and some of the scenes and like it's impossible to describe. Like, get drunk and watch this one. It's great. Please leave stuff on the comments on this one. I really want to hear opinions, and I also want suggestions. Like, give me as many suggestions as you can for anything that I need to watch to compare to any of this stuff. If you like my content, I really hope you'll subscribe to my channel. It just makes a massive impact. And with all that being said, have a lovely night, and signing off.